Okay.
Well, guys, it's 2026. We survived another year. We haven't talked since before Christmas, so we've had a lot of holidays going on. How was everybody's Christmas?
It was good.
Yeah? Did you guys wake up and find coal in your stocking?
I did.
I figured you would.
Yeah, it makes sense. Checks out.
You're the naughtiest, you and your boosie outfit. Did you get that for Christmas, or have you always had it?
No, we got it like right before Christmas. The whole family got matching ones.
That's funny.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, you legit love that place then.
I love it. Yeah.
More than me. And that's saying something.
Yeah. I've never been there, and there's one literally like 20 minutes from me.
You gotta
Yeah,
go.
the closest one is 30 minutes from us, I think. Close, it's kind of like 30-ish minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, I've not lost
Yeah.
my book virginity yet.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, maybe we can experience that for the first time together, Ross.
Just hold hands and go in.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
It's pretty bucked up.
Then we'll fill you guys in on all the boozy
Oh
details.
my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I want to go to
Literally everyone has clicked away already.
Yep. All right. To the one person that somehow wants to just hate watch us, thank you.
I love hate watching. I hope we get some of those.
I got some metal rocks in the form of rechargeable batteries, if that counts for coal.
Oh, it's fair.
That's cool.
Yeah, I got some like fancy rechargeable batteries. I need to get a charger for them though, but
that's interesting. How do you use it?
I mean, they're just like AA batteries that need to be like recharged, but like they're supposed to be like really high durability ones. I can't remember what the brand was now. They're like Panasonic ones. Like I watched some YouTuber guy like talk about them. I was like, man, these okay. I'm actually like convinced because like he did like this full analysis of like AA's, AAA's, etc., and like found out that like in a loop, yeah, like the in a loop ones are like supposed to be like really darn good, like way better than like other battery like rechargeables. And I was like, okay, I'm sold. So I put those on my wish list and got them.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. I got an 8 terabyte external hard drive.
Ooh,
So that was nice.
Oh wow,
that's a lot.
Yeah. Well, I save a lot of footage, so I was getting to the point where I needed to upgrade. I had a 4 terabyte before.
Yeah.
And I mean, I still had like a little bit of room left, but I just didn't want to risk it. But just save a lot of footage, so I needed it. We haven't talked in a while about what we're currently playing. So before we get to the hot topics tonight of the new Final Fantasy IX anime, as well as some possible Square-Enix projects going on that we've heard about, let's talk about what we're playing. I'll go first. Since we've last talked about this, I finished Final Fantasy Tactics: The Evilise Chronicles. Finally.
Oh, congratulations, man!
Nice.
Yeah, and it was really great. I really loved it. It satisfied all of the like RPG stuff that I love. Just building your team, building your characters. It was awesome. I am going to play through it again this year, maybe in the next month or two, just to kind of like, I don't know. I'm a multiple playthrough kind of person. Once I kind of understand the gameplay a bit better and have like a first run of the story, I like to run through it again and just kind of like absorb it a bit better. So I'll definitely be doing that. But I also played through the Wily Wars version of Mega Man 2, which that was great. I really like those. I've beaten Mega Man 1 and 2, the Wily Wars versions, and now I got to do Mega Man 3. But Mega Man 3 is my least favorite mainline Mega Man, so we'll see. And I'm doing a new playthrough of Final Fantasy VIII, and I'm currently working on the Disc 1 Ultimate Weapons. And I freaking love that game. It's one of the most satisfying RPGs I've ever played. I love all the RPG stuff in that game. But yeah, that's me. What about you, Ruff?
I mean, I've been playing, of course, Ube Musume. I actually got a. I think I mentioned this like on the previous call, but like I got a rank. I got like the highest possible like um award in like the graded like the ranked cups for the Libra Cup, and now I'm struggling with Scorpio. But I've been playing that again. FF14 7.4. I actually with the Occult Crescent updates, I wound up making about 70 million gil. I've never
Nice.
had that much money in the game, and it's kind of awesome. I kind of want to go back to that and start and continue mining, but um,
Why don't you just RMT, dude?
no.
Hmm.
um,
Just
but
kidding.
yeah, um, I beat the Extreme, the latest one. Really
Cool.
been having a blast with that. Um, I'm gonna start doing Savage for the first time next Tuesday, I think, next week anyway. Um, so that's gonna be, I don't know, something completely different for me. Been wrapping
Who's
up,
that?
huh?
Who's Savage?
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna have like a date with Savage, and we're gonna wine, dine, and smash.
Okay.
Everything's gonna burn.
Jeez.
Um, that was a really bad joke. Um, crap. Oh,
Sorry,
oh,
that was
you're
my
good.
bad.
I was rounding up. I've been rounding up like the last bit of like Higurashi. I'm on chapter 8. Well, I mean like that part. I still have like two more like books, or I guess I don't know how to describe it. They are chapters, but they're like the chapters within them are sub chapters. But anywho, like almost through part 8. Um, randomly got into, even though I hate roguelikes and roguelites and all of that. Even though I've been playing with Musume. Anyway, I've been playing Megabonk for some weird reason. Like, and I don't know, I guess it's just like it has a short enough game, like the rogue elements aren't as bad because it's like super like maybe like 30 to 40 or like 10 to 30 minute runs instead of like what I think of with like like a mysterious dungeon game or like deep dungeon in 14, like where it could take a long time instead. Like I feel like that's like it has just the right amount of time where it's satisfying. Um Also got Silent Hill F, played like a little bit of that too. I guess for where I was like off the last 2 weeks, like I've really been dipping my toes in like everything. Um
Sounds like you're sounding like Tim right now.
but I guess now that I'm off break, like I guess the last 3 games that I've really been playing have been, yeah, like 14, Higurashi, Umusume, and that's about, yeah, I think that's all I have.
Cool. You've been doing quite a bit. When is well, actually 7.4 already came, right? From 14.
Yeah, and then Savage is Tuesday, yeah, and I'm guessing 7.5 is going to be like after after April Fan Fest. But
Cool. Is this fan fest where we see like the first trailer for 8.0?
that
We
should be it.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we find out a new job? I always forget like how that's the
They
cadence of
typically
all
don't
that.
show it in the first one. There's like, I know in the last one there was sort of the tease where you didn't really know what the Warrior of Light was, but they waited a while until they actually started talking about what job it was.
They
Oh, so
did
they
men-
release the trailer and then they leave it speculation to guess like
Yeah.
what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
That's right.
and they mentioned the role too. Like during the first one, they mentioned that. I think they've also might have, did they mention Beastmaster during the first like Dawntrail thing? Like I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
they
they at least
already
announced that.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, they did. And I predicted that they would bring the Velt into the game. Have they mentioned that yet?
No.
I better not be wrong. That'd be dumb if I was wrong about
Missed
that.
opportunity.
Yeah, for sure. Well, cool. I'll catch up this year. I think the last thing I played was 7.1, 7.2, something like that. Brandon, what are you playing? Are you playing?
So let's see. For Christmas, we got my kids a Switch 2, so I've been playing Mario Kart World with them a lot, teaching them that there's no mercy. I do not let my kids win because I know one day they'll be able to beat me, and until that day comes, they will lose. That's my stance
Gotcha.
with at least Mario Kart. Other than that, not a lot of gaming. I did get to play Car Engine Blows Up, Must Get New Car. That's a fun game. Don't recommend, actually. By blow up, I mean no fire or anything. It was just like car just died, but it has like 215,000 miles, so it's about time.
That
Oh wow.
van?
Yeah, one of the vans, not the one I always
Ah.
take. Not the one I always take. It's a different one.
Okay.
So yeah, I had to go
Dang,
to a
man, that sucks.
yeah, but I had to sit at the dealership all day, try to get persuaded to get new car. Don't want new car. Give me this car. Then they're like, oh, you can't see it. And it's like, come on, please hurry up. Like 6 hours later, they're finally like, here's your car. So
I
yeah,
hate that.
don't play that game. Just don't. Don't recommend. Just find a good reliable car and drive it forever.
Yeah.
I don't want the DLC.
Oh.
That's all. I've been pretty boring in
Wait, did
gaming
you
wise.
finish 16?
I haven't finished
did you
16
rage
yet.
quit?
I haven't raged quit yet either. I just haven't had time to play that. Trying to since my kids are out of school, just trying to spend time with them.
Just kidding. Good for you, man.
Dude, they
That's
suck.
great, man. Yeah. Well, I mean, kids are fun.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta love them. Tim, what are you playing?
I'm playing Final Fantasy XI. I'm playing
Mhm.
Final Fantasy Tactics, the PS4 version. I'm playing Final Fantasy 13. Actually, that's what I played almost all day today.
Wow.
I'm playing Arc Raiders. I'm on my second playthrough of Dispatch, which is incredible. That was a game I didn't expect that I would like really, and I'm in love with that game. Um, and that's it, I think.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm also playing the Garbage Dump RPG, Kingdom of the Dump.
Okay. Kingdom of the Dump? I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it's a RPG on Steam. The two janitors decided they wanted to make a video game, and so they made a video game about garbage. And it's an RPG, and it's pretty good. I've got a few hours into it, but I started that the other day, and I'm enjoying it so far.
Is it
Sounds like-
clean?
No, it's not.
Come on, that was better than
I
a
don't
small
know.
whimper.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I
guess
know
we do
you're
have
right.
trash taste and jokes.
Hey.
Yeah.
See, I just thought he was
That's
making fun
true.
of Kingdom Hearts in some way, shape, or form. It's like I never heard anyone call it that, but that's messed up. But okay, dude.
Kingdom Sharks.
There you go.
Kingdom Hearts. I'm sure that'll come up tonight at some
Yeah.
point.
Probably
But
will.
There probably won't be any simple or clean introduction to it.
Oh man.
this is getting just. This is getting rough.
Would you say it's putting your heart into darkness?
I feel like every joke since mine has like gotten.
Oh, it's
Worse
getting
and
better.
worse.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I need to flee from this and seek sanctuary.
Oh my gosh.
Why don't you just change your class?
You guys are goofy. Anyway.
Oh,
So I think there's finally good news from Square-ish, kinda. That's what you guys have been saying.
Well,
you're-
yeah. I mean,
If you're a fan of anime, I guess.
Yeah. So, uh,
Oh, wait,
a
sorry.
bit of history. I don't have all of, like the official history, so you guys can chime in with that. But a long, long time ago, it was announced that there was going to be a Final Fantasy IX children's cartoon that was going to be developed. And I think the target age range was like what, 8 to 10-year-olds or something like that, 8 to 12 maybe. And it's like, okay, that's kind of cool. But, like, I actually really loved like video game cartoons back in the day. Like I watched Mortal Kombat and a little bit of like Mega Man, Sonic, not much. There's like a Legend of Zelda show, and all that stuff is so cheesy, but I love it. So it's like, okay, Final Fantasy IX, that'd be fun. And then in 2021, we got the Nvidia leak that there was a Final Fantasy IX remake in the works, and along with that leak, there were several other games like Kingdom Hearts 4, Chrono Cross remaster, a Final Fantasy Tactics remaster slash remake. So all of those other things have come to fruition, and Final Fantasy IX Remake has never been officially announced. There was another leak from, what was it, an Epic Games Store database or Steam?
One of those.
Ross,
It
you
was-
might know this.
I think. Oh no, that's never mind.
Okay.
I was misspeaking.
Oh, you're good. It's something like that. There was like some leaked like pre-order bonuses for a game, and it seemed very FF9-ish.
Oh, well, that I think that was part of the Nvidia leak.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought
'cause
that
it-
was like a separate leak a couple years ago. But
Because there was like it mentioned like the Thunder Armlet and like, oh my gosh, I can't think of what it is now, but like what is it, Dawn's weapons? I think it mentioned like an Exploda
Mhm.
or it was like very much
Sargatanas or something like that.
something along those lines.
Yeah. So so those leaks provided pretty reliable information that this 9 remake was real. And over time, it's just been complete silence from Square-Enix, which is fine. They shouldn't have to officially announce something till they're ready. But prominent leakers have kind of come out and talked like the project may be on ice right now, which has been sad to hear. And we also heard that FF9 cartoon had been canceled originally. But we just heard a little over a week ago, right before Christmas, that this Final Fantasy IX children's cartoon is back in the works officially. And it's targeting a 2028 release. So I don't know about you guys, but to me, it's like, why would they make this if there was not Final Fantasy IX Remake.
Yeah. It seems real fishy. Just like, why would you work on this anime at all if you're not gonna give us something? Like, even just like a remaster, updated whatever. I don't know, but I think it really needs to just be a remake. Even though I know there's been leaks or whatever, but who knows? But I would really love it. Just say it. Just speak it into fruition. Don't wait.
Yeah.
Well, and then the 14 stuff, but it's like getting into like I don't know, 14 making a lot of 9 references without getting too spoilery.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a spoiler. Anybody that knows FF14, that game is all about references to old games. So I don't think it's spoilery
Mm-hmm.
to mention that.
Yeah, it's very 9 heavy.
Yeah. And they just did the collaboration with that other mobile game, Eden, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's so many things that lead to make me want to believe that there is a 9 remake that is in existence at some stage of development, but there's another side of me that just doesn't want to get excited for it anymore because, if it gets announced, great. I just don't want to get excited and then come to find out they're just doing all this stuff just to do it. Like there's no 9 remake. It's just, well, we thought it'd be a cool project. Let's just make an anime or let's do the collaboration, use current assets in another game or whatever. So I'm trying not to get excited for 9 remake because I really, really want it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm someone who's very interested in not just what project is coming, but who is working on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to think what team in Square Enix would be over this project. Because Creative Studio 1, that's like Yoshinori Kitase, uh, Tetsuya Nomura, and Hamaguchi's apartment. They're doing like the Final Fantasy VII remake and everything.
They're not touching it.
Yeah, and Kitase had nothing to do with Final Fantasy IX because he was working on Final Fantasy 8 and 10 during Nine's development. So I really don't think that team is over it. But I also don't really think that Creative Studio 3 would be over it either because FF9 is just tonally very different from what they typically do, in my opinion. Creative Studio 3 is Yoshi P's apartment.
Mm-hmm.
So who would be making this game?
I wonder if they're just gonna part it out to someone else, as they've done with other things in the past, where it's like just they hire just someone else to like remake their game.
Well, I think that was a rumor at one point that they were outsourcing it.
Mm-hmm.
But they weren't. But then it eventually pulled back in internally
Mm-hmm.
because they were doing that with Final Fantasy VII remake. Yeah.
Didn't they also say they don't want to do the outsourcing thing anymore? They're trying not to do that. They're trying to keep it all in house going forward as much as possible.
Maybe. I think you might be right about that. And they are doing a lot of restructuring. I think we saw at one point that they said that their teams are going to be a lot more like collaborative with each other. Because a lot of the time, like when they were making Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and 16, they didn't really like communicate with each other of what each game was going to be. They just kind of, exclusively did their own thing. And I like that, but I think it's probably good from a branding perspective to communicate at least somewhat between teams that are working on the franchise. But the director of the original Final Fantasy IX, Hiroyuki Ito, he's still at Square Enix.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he made the Dungeon Encounters game that came out a few years ago. Did you guys play that?
I did not.
I played like I think like the first zone of it. and then I just had like other things come up and I didn't play it anymore. Not for like a lack of interest. Like
Mhm.
I don't know. It's just it was really fun. Like I liked how minimalist it was.
Yeah, I still need to play it. I think I bought it right away, but um, I would imagine that he is a big part of that project because he was the director of the original FF9. So I don't know. We'll just have to see. I do know that the the one team that made Final Fantasy 15 and then went on to make Forspoken. Forgot what they were called, Luminous or something. After Forspoken bombed, they dismantled that and they just pulled that workforce into other teams. So they could be helping make it. I don't know, but apparently it's an extremely faithful game. And I hate to say this, but I bet that Clair Obscur Expedition 33 might have something to do with saving that project, the success of it.
Yeah.
Because uh, Expedition 33, it, I mean, it did prove a lot of things in the industry today, even though there are a lot of other turn-based games that are made. Um, it raised a lot of eyebrows of financially thinking people, I
Yeah.
guess.
It seems also like Square's been super stubborn, being like, this is our new idea and we're sticking to it because it's new and it works. And then it's like, oh, wait, Expedition 33 did really well. Wait, hold on a second. No, we used to, that was our thing. Hold up.
Yeah.
It's like they're stepping on our territory that we no longer claim, but we're going to do it
Yeah.
again because we're the best. Which I'm hoping is
Yeah.
what they actually do. Like they just go back and they actually make a really cool new system or something, or like, shoot, I'll take FF9 with some like little tweaks and updates.
Well, okay, so do you guys want it to be like one for one with the original and just kind of like minor changes? Or would you want it to be different than that?
For me, story based, I want it to be almost one for one. Like if there were any parts in that game where there could have been a little bit more explanation or a little bit of an addition that's not going to take away from the game, then yeah. Uh, if they want to add more mini games that are good, like I mean, I'm okay with them adding stuff like that. Like it's just whenever you start tampering with the story, and really, I don't even want the combat to change. I just want it to be tweaked, to because the combat in nine, I like it, but it's slow. It has its problems. Um, but I really would want to see almost a one for one, personally.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
anything like the FF1 for GBA. Like they just sprinkle in some new stuff, add some cool features, make it run better, faster. I think that'd be the best personally, but this is all of our nostalgia talking, so
Ross, I saw you're about to say something.
Yeah, I was just say like I mean as long as it like honors the original and like I mean I don't yeah it's like just as long as like it doesn't feel like it's I don't know like they're spitting in the image of like the original. That's all I care about. Like
Yeah. I think that it should be ambitious, but one for one at the same time. Like I don't think they should just redo pre-rendered backgrounds. I think that they should like fully render every area in the game and have it look like a new game, but um you still have like the same soul of
mhm.
how the game played then, you know. And I think that they should keep the world map. Um, Expedition 33 did this too. They did like a, a classic overworld map, but I think that they should probably do the same. They can tweak it and update it a bit, but I think like trying to go like an open world route or something would be a big mistake. Just I don't think they should put that much like budget and data toward that. You know, keep it like a just like the pacing and feel of the world of the original, I think.
Yeah.
But I do hope they still make it look like a new game though. I think that's important.
Kind of like that Memoria project.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked really good. I mean, you can make it look like a little more stylized and not super clean. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. Like, I like the Star Wars prequels, but you know what I mean? How they just look too shiny.
Yeah.
Like, there's not enough, like, lived in feel to it.
Yeah, everything
And the
looks
Memoria
pristine.
project, yeah. The Memoria thing was impressive looking, but it looked a little too shiny or something to me. But I don't know. Who knows if we'll see Fantasy IX Remake. I hope it's real. It's now 2026, so we have to hear something about what they're working on. Surely this year.
I'll take any announcement, please.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I did that survey, and that was one of the main things I put at the end was more transparency about what games you're working on. I wrote a thing on it, you know.
Same.
Yeah. I did do the survey too. I think what I put at the end is like um just don't be afraid to like use classic ideas in like in a modern way.
Hmm.
Because I think my biggest thing, like I don't have a problem with action RPGs, but I think the problem is like when you put so much budget and data toward like all of programming all of the action in it, as well as like these like very realistic maps and open world, like that takes away from so much, like so much of the game. I don't know. And I think that they feel like they kind of have to look like other games look, but I don't. I just wish they wouldn't be like insecure about um classic ideas, I guess.
Yeah. I feel like, and I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I feel like that's more of a Square Enix thing than it was a Squaresoft or a Square thing. I felt like the tone kind of changed when they merged with Enix. I felt like that was one of the things that I noticed.
Um, See, I don't really have a problem with the franchise, like big problems with it until 15. And I know that sounds weird because I really like 15, but like there's just a lot of the game that I just don't like. Like just so much of the map feels pointless or repetitive in a weird way. Like, I don't know. Like 12 and 13, the way they are and structured, I don't have problems with that at all. I think that I I really like those games a lot. 15 I really like too because there's so much of it I love, but gosh, like the questing structures, I've already talked about this. I don't need to get into it, but I just feel like they don't need to feel like they have to have that in their games. They don't have to. Like, people like I don't know a single person who's passionate about that kind of game, like that kind of thing in their game. The point A to point Z questing stuff. I don't know. But anyway, if you guys are okay with it, we can move on to my hero's quote. That always sounds weird to say, my hero, but I think I have it pulled up. So Kazutoyo Maehiro, he was the writer for Final Fantasy 16 as well as Heaven's Word, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, he was pretty much like Yasumi Matsuno's protege, kind of like how Kitase was for Sakaguchi. So he helped work on Final Fantasy Tactics, Final Fantasy 12, 14, 16, and the newly released Ivalice Chronicles. So, in a quote of his ambitions for 2026, I'll just read the whole thing. He says, in 2025, we released Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles on September 30th, and Logos, the World of Final Fantasy 16 on December 16th. While the game and book took different approaches, we put our all into both so that anyone who picks them up might feel even just a little. Games are fun, huh? The next something we're preparing will also be content with a different approach. Here's the important part. We're working hard to bring you a new gaming experience, so please wait a little longer until the day we can debut it. So they're working hard to bring a new gaming experience.
I think I know what it is too. I think it's Final Fantasy VII Dirge of Cerberus VR.
Wow. I did not see that coming.
Well, I did think something about VR or something, but like, I don't know about Dirge. I don't, even though it fit, I don't know about that.
Well, a new gaming experience. What could they be talking about? Because it doesn't sound like they're just making like the next mainline FF or something.
They're gonna make another MMO with their two already really successful ones.
Look, I've been supportive of like MMO mainlines, but I really don't want another one. I don't think I can do it. I can't handle it.
I mean, it's been what, 11, 12, 13, 14, 3 games, 14, 15, 16. Oh. We're getting close.
I think
like,
that'd be a terrible idea.
It would be, but
like, I love the crap out of 14, but like having to juggle another MMO with that, no.
Stuff.
I don't, there are not enough hours in the day.
Nope.
Well, which one of you brought up the idea of FF14? No, it was FF11 Classic. Never mind.
no, we know who that is.
Yeah, because WoW did World of Warcraft Classic, and it was really successful.
I would love FF14 1.0 to be released where, you know, you can create a new character, you can use the character you have, I don't care, as long as we get it, and it's not in the same format as current 14. I think that I honestly think that 14 1.0 would do really well today overall, with some adjustments, of course, but I think it would do well overall. I really think that one of the biggest issues with that game was the fact that nobody could play it. You know, the specs were so high on that game, and it was never coming out on PS3, even though it was slated to come out on PS3. It was never coming to PS3. You know, but there's so much about that game that I liked. It had its faults, but I think that if you fix some of those little issues, you got an amazing game. And so I would love to see 1.0 come out.
I mean, that would be cool. That could be possible that they would be working on that, but with his wording, it doesn't make sense to me.
Mm.
A new gaming experience.
Like, what does he mean by like?
I mean,
Is he gonna like a new genre?
They've kind of
I'm curious.
explored like every thing we have already. You know, like they have an MMO, they have a bunch of different JRPGs, they have arcade cabinets, they have fighting games, they have cooperative, couch games. Like,
They had a looter shooter
yeah, it's
that
like what if
didn't
they
do well because they put it on iOS, but still they had it.
they have Monster
Oh
Hunter, like
no. What if they're making like a
I think they make a MOBA.
Final Fantasy Maker with AI?
Yep,
Ooh.
that's it. You figured it out.
Oh no.
Pause.
Just
Uh,
no.
yeah.
I
Like
wonder
I
if
just
I
I
sadly
wonder,
want
feel like
Crystal
that's something to
Swamp.
do with AI.
I wonder if it's
Yeah.
not like something to do with actually like the type of game it is, like the genre, but maybe it's they're trying to make something that's on par with Final Fantasy, that's something that they could go forward with in the future. That's because you think Final Fantasy, it's like their main thing that they do. What if they're trying to make another game, another IP that's on par with Final Fantasy? That will become one of the new things that they work on going forward, and that will be numbered as well.
Forspoken remake.
Oh
Oh
my
God.
gosh. What was
No
that
thank
one
you.
game that like crashed? Was it like Babylon's Fall or I don't know. It was
Oh
like
yeah. I own
yeah.
a
Babylon's
copy of that.
Fall.
What was it?
Yeah.
Babylon's Fall.
Okay. I never got to play it and I was just like this game looks different and then it's like no, we're killing it. We're killing the project right now. It's like, "Oh no. I never
The
played it."
Quiet Man 2.
Yes, finally.
Well, they've said how they're restructuring things where they're going to focus more on quality over quantity. Because in recent years, they've actually been doing a really good job at reviving old IPs and putting out stuff like Star Ocean, Mana,
Mhm.
Valkyrie,
Saga.
Saga. Yeah, they've been doing a really good job with that, and that's something that people were asking for a long time. Because for years, maybe even decades in some cases, we weren't getting new games for these franchises.
Yeah.
But now they put out these new games and they just don't do well enough, and now they're having to change strategy again. Where it's okay, well we're not doing that anymore. We're just gonna probably focus on Kingdom Hearts, Dragon Quest, and Final Fantasy. But what Tim's saying and the wording of what Maehiro is saying with the new gaming experience, I don't know, like Creative Studio 3 making a new IP. That sounds really interesting. Like a Yoshi P led new thing. I don't know.
Didn't he make I could be wrong, but didn't he make a comment after 16 came out saying that if they worked on another big title outside of 14, that they wanted it to be outside of Final Fantasy? They didn't want it to be a Final
Mm,
Fantasy title.
yeah, I think he said he didn't want to do another mainline. He wanted to do something else. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, that could be. Uh, Selfishly, I wish it was something new for Final Fantasy because it just feels like just kind of dead right now. But Square Enix has had a really hard time making a new IP that catches on. Like they've had a really hard time with that for a long time. I can't think of anything past Kingdom Hearts that pulled that off.
And I guess
I
like a less lower success like oh
Octopath, I think.
Octopath, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Octopath
They have a
was,
following, a pretty I was gonna that game's doing pretty alright.
yeah, I would consider that in that boat because they put out several other RPGs of that kind of same style, and they just kind of came and went. Like I Am Setsuna, uh, Lost Sphere,
Mhm.
Oninaki.
I love those games, by the way. It made me so sad when when what was it? What was the name of that studio? Tokyo RPG Factory is
Yeah.
what it was called.
Hmm.
When I found out they were shutting that down, I got so upset. I love I Am Setsuna. That game
Yeah.
was incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. I liked it a lot too. I think it sadly just got crapped on for people comparing it way too much to Chrono Trigger. You know, it's
Well,
funny. People are like, "Hey, I want a new game like Chrono Trigger," and then they give it to you, and it's like, "Well, it's not. It's not as good as Chrono Trigger." You know,
well, see, I think
it's
when
never
people
going to be.
say I want a game like Chrono Trigger, what they're really saying is I want Chrono Trigger. I really
Mm-hmm.
think that
Yeah,
if that's really because that's what I want. Like I love those games. They are similar to Chrono Trigger, but man, if I would love it if they'd come out and just say, "Hey, we're doing a full remaster or a remake of Chrono Trigger." That's what I would love that.
yeah. But I want them to still make other like things too. You know,
Oh yeah. Oh
and
yeah.
I Am Setsuna was great. I thought. You know, I loved the gameplay.
Oh,
It
so
was
did I.
so fun, and yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't blame Square for like wanting to change their strategy there because ultimately people just kind of crap on a lot of things they put out, even if it is good.
Well, for some of these games that come up with, like I'll use the new Star Ocean Second Story. That's my favorite Star Ocean game. They did a lot of work on that. Now, how much that equates to in dollar amounts, I'm not sure. But me personally, had they not done any work on it, had they just ported it over and given trophies on it, I would have still been perfectly happy. So I'm curious how much money they're putting into adding stuff and really remastering these games, only to not get the money back because they're not selling as many copies as they thought that they would.
Mm. Yeah. Well, outside of Octopath, yeah, no, I don't think much else has sold super well for them.
If they put Bravely on other consoles,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if they ported Brave, like you can't play the Bravely games on PlayStation at all, can you?
Nope.
And
well, we're forget.
yeah,
Also, well, I guess no. Near is like, I guess
mm,
near kind of.
yeah, it. I don't. It probably wasn't like as popular until Automata came out. But that game sold really well.
Mm-hmm.
I think upwards to like 8, 9 million copies or something. And we haven't really seen anything with that franchise either since.
Wasn't there like a rumor recently that they canceled one of I forget his name.
Yoko
The
Taro.
near Yeah, they canceled one of his projects recently, I guess. And people are waiting for the next Nier game, you know. And so that would be terrible if they were working on a new Nier game only to cancel it because that would sell. That would be a big one. I think that would come out.
He's kind of like the Tim Burton of video games. Ross, I feel like Ross hated that.
I hate Tim Burton.
He's like the cozy Tim Burton.
Oh
Whimsical.
gosh. But
Well,
everything he puts out is a masterpiece.
Masterpiece. That's what I was thinking.
speaking of Tim Burton and like also like Whimsigoth is like I guess like what he kind of contributed to is that like aesthetic. So I'm like, man, I hate whimsy. I like
Yeah.
whimsy, but I hate the term whimsy.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that we hate.
Just a
A lot
bunch of
of
curmudgeons here.
just a bunch of old farts just complaining about video games.
Yeah.
Brandon, what do you hate? How about you complain about something?
I hate stubbing my toe. Uh, I hate
That's pretty
car
common.
Okay.
I
dealerships.
love I love stubbing my toe.
I think
At a car dealership.
something that's like I don't know, overall just frustrating in gaming for me is besides just like bashing on Square every week because it's kind of low hanging fruit at this point. Something that's been real frustrating for me is just like there's so many games that come out and it's so hard to keep up with like what's what, who's doing this, and what company does this. There's so many indie developers and so many games just being printed out. I'm always like, I don't even know what's fun to play, what everyone's playing. And I don't know, it's all overall it makes it extremely difficult to even commit time to a lot of games.
Yeah. Yeah. And to be fair to Square Enix, the industry is just in a weird place
Hmm.
right now. I mean, it's so hard. I think the balance of like keep like brand upkeep, but also like attracting new players. That's probably the hardest thing to do, I would imagine,
Oh yeah.
because you have to keep enough of brand identity to keep old players playing, but you have to change something to get new players coming in, you know. So I guess that's kind of a I guess that's kind of a Final Fantasy curse also is that's kind of the main identity of the franchise is like each one is is a different game, different worlds, different system, you know. Like Resident Evil, you get, you know, kind of the base with also like, oh, Leon's coming back or whatever, you know. And if Final Fantasy did that, I would hate it. Oh,
Oh yeah.
let's put Sephiroth in Final Fantasy 17, you know.
Well, another thing, I saw someone comparing the success of the new Resident Evil remakes to like the downfall of Final Fantasy. Like, why can't they have? And they're completely different games.
Mhm.
I mean, if you look at the size of each game, as far as like what you have to create for like Rebirth, you know, versus a Resident Evil 2 remake, it's not the same scope. In my opinion, it's not the same scope, you know.
Mhm.
So there's a lot of I've seen a lot of comparisons about that. Now, if they did a full remake of Breath of Fire 3 and it was super successful and amazing, then okay, you can kind of compare them because they're RPGs and they have large worlds and all that. But I don't know. I just get kind of sick of them saying, "Oh, well, Resident Evil's doing great." It's like I love Resident Evil, but it's not the same kind of game, not the same size and scope. You know,
Yeah.
it's a lot different, a lot more difficult to remake a Final Fantasy game than it is to remake a Resident Evil game.
Yeah. Agreed. I think it's really hard to modernize RPGs in general because the scope is huge
Mhm.
and they relied so much on abstract game design, you know, back in the day, where it made you feel like things were a lot bigger than they were. So trying to like fully realize that in games now, it's like I just can't imagine because you have to worry about the development time plus your return on the investment. Um, that's why I think that they should think again about reusing and reimagining old ideas so that they can have more realistic budgets. You
Mhm.
can put like data toward like the right places, you know. And command-based systems are really good at letting you do that, you know. Classic style world maps are also really good at letting you do that, putting the data where you need to go. Final Fantasy 16, like they didn't put anything into the game outside of the story and the battle system, you know, and it suffers for that. And we're not Square haters. We love Square. We want them to succeed. But I hope with this like restructuring that they realize that they need to that they can use old ideas and like modernize them. Anything else on My Hero or Square and all that? Okay. I know it's
Yeah.
getting late. I thought it'd be cool if we just did a brief like reflection on 2025, like some maybe backlog or gaming goals we met, and then what we want to do in 2026. I can start just so you kind of know what I'm talking about. I keep track of every game that I beat for the first time in a spreadsheet, and I've kept track of it for the past 10 years. And 2025, I beat. Let's see if I can remember them all. I beat all these games for the first time. Clair Obscur, Expedition 33. Final Fantasy 12, International Zodiac Job System. Hold on. I'm gonna pull it up. I thought I would memorize it, but I didn't. Okay. Oh yeah, Doom. The original Doom for the first time. Tactics, The Evil East Chronicles, and Mega Man 2, The Wily Wars. And of all the years I've been keeping track of this has been the lowest number of games I've beaten in a year. So 2025 was a bit slower, but I'm happy with the games I beat. Just experiencing some mix of new and old. It was fun. 2026, I'm wanting to catch up in story and stuff on the FF MMOs later on. Finish capturing footage for the rest of the series that I need for my videos I'm working on. Replay Evil East Chronicles and non-FF stuff. Probably Breathfire 2. It's a game I played a lot, and I actually can't remember if I beat the final boss or not. Isn't that weird? You guys have that with anything where you can't remember if you beat the final boss?
I have a game like that, Shadow Madness.
Yeah, it's weird. So I'm wanting to replay it. At one point, Breathfire 2 was like my favorite game. So I'm excited to jump back into it. But there'll be other things too, but that's just offhand what I want to play.
Nice. I'll give it a shot because I'll be short too.
Okay.
I think at the beginning of the year, I really wanted to like play through as many Final Fantasy games as I could. 'Cause I honestly I have not beat all of them, but the ones I haven't beat are like 12, 15, and 16. And I don't remember the last time I beat 8. And I don't even, it's like the same thing you just said. Like, I don't remember if I beat 8 or if I watched my brother beat 8 because we were both playing it at the same time. We both, like, I don't know. So I need to redo that now just to be like, make sure 100% it was me. But I did get through quite a few. I think I played through 1 through 6. And then I did a few runs of 13 because, you know, it's a good game. I think that like as far as Final Fantasy goes, I think that's mostly what I played besides like playing through some of 16. Finally, I'm so slow at it. And then I mean, shoot, man, other than that, there's not a whole lot of other major gaming going on for me. Just playing games with my kids mostly. But this next year I want to finish up the rest of the Final Fantasies I haven't beat. Just so I like so I can be a real fan like my friends.
You're not a real gamer.
I'm not. I'm not at all. I'm fake. 100%.
Well, that'd be cool, man. Let me know when you decide to play through those. Do you know which version of 12 you're gonna play?
Dude, not International Zodiac Job System. That looks hard.
Dude, it's great. Just don't play it in a marathon.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because each version of that game is like a very different experience.
I do have the original on PS2, but I think I might just get the Zodiac one for PC and play that.
Yeah.
But I also want
Good
to play
choice.
through Tactics because I actually have a friend who's never played a Final Fantasy game, but he loves Fire Emblem, and his wife got him Tactics for Christmas, the remaster. And I was just like, I remember playing that long time ago, and now he's gonna ask me questions, and I'm gonna be like, I don't know. I need to play this game now.
I'm a believer. I'm also a believer, but
Oh,
I'm a believer. Tactics was it was great.
no.
I'd forgotten like everything about it since I played the original, but I'd probably throw it in my top 3 or 5 spin-offs. I think Theatrhythm Final Bar
Yeah, it's
Line is
so
still at the
good.
top, but Tactics is up there, man. Like I loved it. So I hope your friend likes it too.
Yeah. But yeah, that's about it as far as Final Fantasy goes. Other than that, it's just find fun games to play. Play games with my kids. Maybe work on a random world record speed run. I don't know.
Heck
Do
yeah.
it. Yeah, go back to FF Adventure.
go conquer FF Adventure. Woo! Even though it's not a Final
Heck
Fantasy
yeah.
technically. Woo!
Still,
Yep,
I mean, you already have like a baseline of knowledge for that speed run, so
it is true. I think it changed completely though, but it's fine.
yeah, good. Cool, Brandon. Ross, how about you?
Um, I mean, very noteworthy things that I've played this year. I mean, I think Demon's Roots and Higurashi are like the best things that I played. Um, I was kind of surprised um whenever I played Wada no Hara after Demon's Roots. This is like all like the last few months. Uma Musume, like I didn't expect that to catch me, but I've been playing that since June. Um, of course, Clerpscare Expedition 33. Um, Kirby Air Riders. I need to finish Bravely Default. I'm kind of sad that I stopped at chapter 7 of 8, and I just need to go back to it. The new Pokemon, it was slop. I feel like there's some other games that I played. Oh, I played through. Oh yeah, Witch on the Holy Night. I started that like early January of last or 2025, and that was really cool, really cool read. And play, I guess, even though it's kinetic. Um, I feel like there was something else that I played. Oh yeah, like something really stupid. Like when I got my new computer, like I bought Koikatsu Party, which is like a very NSFW like game where you make your ultimate waifu or husbando, and like down to like very descriptive body parts. It it was fun. Um,
Wow.
so yeah, no, it's it was yeah, like I was like I just kind of did something stupid where like I used somebody's like custom characters and made 2B and Sephiroth like in Luigi's Mansion just to be stupid, you know.
Fair.
I can't share that on here, but yeah, that was
That could be the
it was
thumbnail.
It could be-
I mean, basically like Sephiroth was like I don't know how he'd get blood in him at that point. Like literally it was like a literally it was like a support beam like or like a tree almost. Like it was just stupid. Like just for the
Okay.
sake of being stupid. Yeah.
I
And
mean,
then
I already complained about too much Sephiroth exposure, but I just can't handle this.
I mean that had 2B and Sephiroth. There was a lot of exposure, man.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
And I guess for like my goals for 2026 in gaming, since I'm getting through Higurashi, like I want to read Umineko next. Uh I think I might want to re-pick up Fate Grand Order, the mobile game. It's gonna be a doozy. Like I can't remember the word count on in that, but it's like almost I think it's like over 6 million words. It's
Jeez.
Dang.
And between reading Higurashi and like Umineko, that's 2.5. It's like, man. And of course, doing Savage and 14 is like a big goal. Backlog, I think I know that we put it on the roulette, but I think I'm gonna try to play through like the Mado Monogatari games like beforehand, because like I really want to play the um oh crap, the PC 98 versions that I found. And then of course, because it was written by the person who made Higurashi, I've been playing through Silent Hill F. I want to beat that, and maybe something else. Like, I don't know, I need to find some like good games to put time into besides like upcoming releases, because like I know like the new Uta game is supposed to come out like hopefully this year. But yeah, that's all I had.
Cool, man. It's pretty eventful. The Sephiroth and 2B thing. I bet that kept you busy.
Says you have a lot of
Mainly, I
hours
was just
specifically
like,
on this screen.
mainly I was just like there, just laughing the whole time. It was it's like, what stupid thing can I make? And then it happened.
Well, the next one you make, you'll have the dilemma of to be or not to be.
Oh my god.
That is the question.
Speaking of question, Tim, what about you?
Well, I think I beat Final Fantasy XI finally. I finished the final storyline. I've made countless relics. Expedition 33. I beat Arc Raiders, technically. The Dispatch, Sea of Stars. And I went through. I played a lot of games I'd played. Like I beat Final Fantasy X, I think 5 times in 2025. I beat it a lot. Um, but I actually really didn't beat a lot of new games. I feel like I beat a lot more than that usually, but I put a lot of time into 11. And so I think this year I'm going to cut back on that. I know I said that last year, but I'm going to cut back on it. I need to.
You can quit anytime,
You
right?
could
I
dial it up,
can.
or
I can.
you could
I
dial it
can
up
quit
to an
anytime.
11.
But my goal for this next year is just to go back and play games that I haven't beaten. Um, I'm really enjoying playing 13, so I really want to dive into that trilogy and finish them all. I might play them each 1 or 2 times, before the marathon next year. You brought up
Justice for
another.
13.
What's that?
Justice for 13.
Just for 13. I'll tell you this. Okay. It actually has switched spots with 16. It's actually higher up on the list than 16 for me now. And I think it's catching up to 15. So, um, oh, but you brought up another game that I've never beaten. I've played a lot of Breath of Fire 1 and 2, but I've never beaten them. I've beaten 3 and 4, so I want to beat 1 and 2. I want to go back and play Shadow Madness, Guardians Crusade, a lot of old games like Jade Cocoon and Koldelka, games that I've never beaten. Just kind of go back and really clear out my backlog some. It's also been really nice when I played Parasite Eve the other day. Lauren was watching me play it, and it was really nice playing that. It's just chill, like just going back and playing that old game, and just playing it. So I want to go back through my catalog. I also do want to try to stream more, and I want to play through all the Final Fantasy games this year on stream. I want to try to do that.
Cool. Like in order, 1 through 16?
Yeah, I'll go in order, and I have the spin-offs, so like if I play 4, I'll also play 4 of the after years. I'll probably play 7, 7 Rebirth, 7 or Remake, then Rebirth, and then I'll probably play Tactics between the 7s and 8 because of when it came out.
Yeah.
But I want to play them all in order. Actually, I've been wanting to play 8 since you brought it up in the Discord. I've been wanting to play 8 again because I haven't played it in a while. But yeah, I think this is going to be the year. I don't have a lot of games on my radar right now that are coming out this year. So I'm going to use this year as try to be like, you know, I'm going to play old games that I have wanted to replay or that I have never finished. So
Yeah. Cool, man. I like replaying games more than playing new games.
mhm.
I've just accepted it. I want to like clear out my backlog, but it's probably not going to happen. There's something satisfying about popping something in and feeling like just everything, and you just do it for the 20th, 30th time or whatever.
That's how I am with Breath of Fire 3. You brought up Breath of Fire 2. Breath of Fire 3 was the game that I played through it once or twice a year. So,
Yeah.
love that game. I would love to hear your thoughts on it. I remember watching Ross play through it on his stream. I loved watching you play that, Ross. Because I love that game so much.
Well, I love the first game. The Breathfire 1 I've beaten several times, probably like 5 times or something. A really big fan. And I loved the second one maybe even more. I just can't remember if I beat the final boss. But I've never played any of the others. I saw Rick, because when it came out, Rick got it, Breathfire 3, and Joe and I went over to his house and watched him play. And I remember the beginning, there's something about the beginning, I was just like, man, that sucks. But
I love the
like
beginning.
something about a certain character unaliving. But anyway, yeah, I'll get to it. That's another one that I do want to get to, but I need to make sure and finish 2 first.
Mhm.
Guys, it's late. But
Yeah,
it's late, and I unapologetically love Final Fantasy VIII. That was a rhyme.
Good. Yeah, it was. Crap.
All
except for
right,
Quist is right. She's the worst.
Oh
Isn't
my
she?
gosh. No,
She's
we
like your
can't
least
start
favorite
this now.
character,
We
right?
can't start this. No.
dude. See, that's the thing. If ChatGPT were to try to convince me Quistis is not good, like I would stand right in ChatGPT's face, like you are freaking wrong. Like Quistis can do everything, and she can do it like reliably, just at any time. You don't have to worry about RNG or anything. You just freaking do it. Like you can get Mighty Guard and Bad Breath and Degenerator like right away if you know what you're doing. Quistis is awesome. Okay,
Oh
so
my
you
gosh.
can suck on that, Chat GPT. That was the nerdiest thing I've ever said in my life.
Oh,
All right,
man.
Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year.
Happy New
New
Year.
Year.
Yeah.
See ya.
See.